Ladies and gentlemen, coming to our next item, I'm pleased to introduce, yet again this year, because we've been doing it for a number of years, the gentleman on my right, who nobody will have either ever seen or heard of, although I have to say, I loved the Doctor Who. I thought that was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, Bernard is here to present the Alan Faulkner Memorial Award presentation, which has become a fixture in the Gamefair calendar. It is the annual presentation of the Wheelie Boat Trust's award to the fishery that excels in the service and facilities and opportunities to provide for disabled anglers, and is a very, very worthy cause. In the past, the winners include Ibrook and Grapham, but to tell us more about it, and indeed to present this year's award, is, it says here, veteran actor.
That's me.
Excellent. Veteran actor, musical comedian?
Probably.
Passionate angler?
Yes.
And all-round national treasure, I would agree with that. Here's Bernard Cribbins.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. I've never seen such a wonderful crowd gathered all the way around us. Hello, Harry. How are you? Give us a wave. That's my boy up there. Good afternoon, everybody. Now, the Alan Faulkner Memorial Award is now a fixture in the Gamefair programme, this being the 8th annual presentation in Alan's memory. He was the man who conceived the idea of the wheelie boat, which led to the setting up of the national charity, which was then called the Handicapped Anglers Trust, now called the Wheelie Boat Trust. And for those of you who don't know, wheelie boats are wheelchair-accessible fishing and multi-purpose boats that provide disabled people with hassle-free and independent access to the water. That's very important to remember, actually, because it's not just fishermen, but I mean youth groups and everybody else. They go bird watching or just having a trip. They're a most wonderful invention, I reckon. And they all came about because they were landing craft originally in the war. Anyway, the wheelie boat came about because Alan's fishing pal fell out of a tree and sadly broke his back, and Alan was concerned that his now disabled friend would no longer be able to accompany him. Access is still the biggest problem facing disabled anglers, as it was in the late 70s when Alan's friend had his accident. The first wheelie boat was launched in London, and I was there. It sounds like, who is he? Oh, it's Max Boyce, isn't it? I was there. Prince Charles did the launching, and in the same year, 1985, the charity was formed. Since then, 136 wheelie boats have been supplied to waters all over the UK and Ireland. And the Trust now builds and supplies 4 different types of boat to suit different activities. 2 of these have been specifically designed for fishing. Now, this award not only remembers Alan and the legacy of the Wheelie Boat Trust that came about because of him, but it also highlights the needs of disabled anglers and recognises those game fisheries that are working hard to make sure that disabled people are provided for alongside everybody else. Thankfully, the times we live in are becoming ever more enlightened, and more fisheries look to their access and facilities from the disabled angler's point of view. Competition for this award has therefore become quite heated. The Wheelie Boat Trust is very pleased that Suzuki Marine, thank you, is sponsoring the award again this year. And without their support and appreciation of its aims, it would not be the sought-after title that it is today. Suzuki has donated the main prize, one of their super reliable 4-stroke outboard motors. Right then, to the winner, the Trust is delighted to announce that this year's winner is Toft Newton Trout Fishery. Jason Foster, Toft Newton's owner, has come along to accept the award, which comprises a framed certificate presented by the Wheelie Boat Trust Director, Andy Beasley, and a 4-horsepower Suzuki outboard presented by Stephen Foy, Suzuki Marine's Southern Regional Manager. I think I nearly said that correctly, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Suzuki are presenting this wonderful award, and here is the certificate. Thank you. Have a word.
Thank you, Bernard. Great speech.
Who wrote it, Andy?
Well, I wonder.
Thank you.
Well, it's a delight to be here, not quite so sunny CLA Gamefair, but it's tremendous to be able to present this award to Toft Newton Trout Fishery. They do a wonderful job providing facilities and access and a tremendous service to disabled anglers. My thanks therefore to Jason for all the good work he does, and it's a delight to present him with the award this year. Thanks also to Stephen from Suzuki for their continued sponsorship and the presentation of a magnificent outboard. And also to Bernard for his great speech and his presence and character helping us to promote and present the award. So that's really enough from me. I don't know if anybody else wants to say a few words, but if not, we can go ahead and present the engine to Jason. And thank you all very much for coming and participating. Cheerio.
Thank you very much. Same time tomorrow.